Hello, very good evening. In today's tutorial, I will show you how you can use shortcuts to make your life a lot more easy when using a DOS prompt. Okay, now CMD or DOS command prompt within Windows has been there forever and allows us to do some very fantastic things within the Windows. However, using keyboard shortcuts had been a headache. Windows 11 has improved and improvised and provided some wonderful shortcut keys that you probably did not knew. Let me show you what basically those keys are and how you can use those keys to make your life a lot more easier when using the DOS prompt. So watch the tutorial to the end and I will show you some amazing tricks that you can do with the DOS prompt. Let's begin. Now, as we come here, the first key is Control-C and Control-V. So in order to open the DOS prompt, let me show you. You will write CMD. So on your Windows, just press the window key or come on the window icon, write CMD, the DOS prompt pops up. And here we are. And I write some text here. Shortcut keys to work with command prompt. Now, obviously, this is not a command prompt per se. Instructions is just a simple text. Now, if I need to copy paste this, what should I do? Well, very simply, now you can Control-C, copy this text, and if you Control-V, it will pop up right there and there. So that's something that is available easily now in Windows 11, which was a very big headache in previous versions. So you can do Control-C and Control-V or Control-Shift-Insert and Control-Insert and Shift-Insert to paste the content, right? Then there's something called Control-A. By Control-A means that if you write a command and if you press Control-A, the entire line would be selected. So whatever command you are using, just press Control-A and everything is selected. You can do Control-C to copy it and then you can paste it as well. This is an amazing feature that was not available in previous versions, but it is now here. Similarly, if you come back here, there is something called Control Up or Down to move your screen one line up and one line down. So for example, if I use Control Up arrow or down arrow, I can move my screen very easily when there's lots of commands that I want to read. So for example, if I write ipconfig, there are lots of, ipconfig, there's lots of commands here. I can use Control to navigate and view whatever commands I'm basically using. So Control up arrow, down arrow allows you to navigate line by line. Similarly, Control F. So you can use Control F to search for a particular command and it will pop that up. So the Control F was not working in older versions. Now in Windows 11, this is available. You can use Control F to search for a particular string within your DOS prompt. This makes your life a lot more easier when you're going through lots of different commands, right? So I bet you didn't know that. If you did, hit that thumbs up icon down below or leave your comments and let me know. Okay, so these are 5 top most wonderful commands, but we don't stop here. Let's just go to the next command list. So if I come here, there's something called Control M. Now, a Control M allows us to, for example, navigate our command. So if I write ipconfig again and I want to select it, I use Control M to start the mark. So if by default I cannot select it, right? So if I use Control M, now I can shift and select the content of my commands, whatever I want. Previously, you could not do that. You had to use all, or you cannot select the standard word. If you use arrow keys, it just moves. But now if you use Control M, it starts a marking position and then you can select a particular string from that point on. Shift up and down moves your cursor up and down one line, the selected line. So if you have this thing available, you can use Shift up and down to select your particular queries within your text. This again is a wonderful feature. So you can use Shift up and down to select for your queries, your text that you want to select in a particular line format. Shift left and right moves your cursor from left to right one character, and then you can select the text as well. So if you have, you can use Shift, and again this is something that we did previously as well. You can use Shift keys to move each single character, select it, and then copy or paste or whatever you want to do with that. Control Shift left or right move your cursor left to right. We did that. Similarly, we use Shift page up or page down to move your cursor up and down one screen and select a particular text. So if you use Shift and page up and page down, you can select an entire screen, or page down, select an entire screen down there. So instead of just using or copy paste in this entire command. So for example, if you want to copy this entire string, you just use Control up, select everything, Control C, and then paste it in a text file. And this entire command is now pasted. So it becomes much more easy to use that copy paste features within our DOS prompt. Shift home and end moves your cursor from beginning to the end of the line. That's again another key feature that you can use. Use Shift home or Shift end to move your cursor at the beginning of the text or ending of the text. Control Shift plus home moves your cursor to the beginning or end of the buffer and select the text in the beginning of the command prompts. Okay. So you can see this, there are wonderful number keys that you can now use for your particular DOS command prompt. I will leave all these commands in the description below as well. So go through it. Let me know what you need and what other commands you might be using that nobody else knows. Share it with me and I will try to help others and make a video on that as well. Like that button and hit that subscribe icon as well. See you around in the next video.